How's the whole switch up? I know it can be either a lot of fun or maybe a little painful.
I think we're actually having so much fun.
Yes, we're there.
Yesterday we laughed the entire day.
No, I notice like in the process when you guys switch partners, people's feelings can get a little hurt because you can excel sometimes better with somebody else, you know? Has that been the case here? Are you getting the best stuff out of her?
I'm getting the naughtiest side of her because we're doing burlesque.
I think our
So-
partners might be a little jealous of that.
little.
They're doing Broadway and we're doing burlesque.
Yeah,
Ooh,
kind
is
of getting up close and personal.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Yes.
Now with all the rumors with you and Val, is he gonna be jealous?
I think he's already jealous. By the way, he told me to tell you to watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Oh, wow, there's a war.
You know, the
Yeah,
fans
'cause
want to
he'd be
know.
mad.
The fans want to know. I gotta ask: is there any truth to the rumors that you guys are dating?
Everybody always wants to know. We are just partners.
You are
We're
just
just
partners.
focusing on the dancing.
But there's definitely some chemistry there.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that it looks that way, I guess. Well, how do you know we don't have chemistry? You haven't seen our burlesque yet. It's real naughty.
Well, hey, we still got the season to go out, girl. You know, I just got to ask the questions that the fans want to know. Okay, so how has it been? How's the whole burlesque? Is it totally different from anything you've ever done before?
Oh, yes. I've never done anything like it. It's racy.
She's natural. She's natural at it. So.
It's so racy, but it's fun.
Did Val give you any tips on working together?
He's really ignoring me this week, massively. So
Somebody's jelly.
yeah, maybe just a little.
Now, will you feel bad if you get a higher score together than you did with Val?
I just think it's gonna be weird in general. Like that, I've never done that. You've never done the switch up either.
No.
So I think for us, it's gonna be just really weird. Like, hey, that's our partner, and our partners are dancing together.
Right.
And seeing them, dancing together while we're dancing together. It'll be fun, but it's gonna be definitely like Twilight Zone.
What's the funnest part of working with Janel?
She's a lot of fun. She's fearless. We have a few lifts that is quite scary.
Yes.
And
it's
she'll
true.
literally just jump into it, and she'll look great.
What's the hardest part of working with her?
Very hard to look at. Oh my God, so hard to look at.
I was gonna say that about you. I have to look at his face all day. It's so hard.
No, I know. Everyone here at Dancing with Stars. I love that you guys are just such a big family. Is it going to be hard for you to go back to normal life and not see these people on a daily
I
basis?
can't imagine. I dread the day that it's over. I don't even want to think about it.
Aw.
No.
Jessie J, about to perform and be a celebrity judge on
Yeah.
the panel. How do you guys feel about that? That's pretty awesome.
Unbelievable.
Look, we're loving it because we're dancing to Jessie J song.
Very nice.
So
We're
I
so
feel like we
excited.
have a slight advantage over
Yeah, you
everybody
got a little
else.
bit
We
of
already
an
have a
edge.
bond,
No, exactly.
Yeah, if she doesn't give you an 8 or higher, then
Oh, we're aiming. Yeah, we're aiming for the high mark. We're aiming for the high mark.
Okay, let's see if we can squeeze you all in here.
All right.
All right. Now, the question I gotta ask, how the heck do you guys make a burlesque that's too hot?
You know what? If that's our only crime, then up top, Artem. Up top.
Yeah.
Up high, up high. Yes, congratulations, a 33. How did we feel? I called tonight Dancing with the Scores because it seemed like the scores were kind of like everywhere, but I think you guys were on the tail end of the good side of the scores, so happy with the scores? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm happy with the scores. I mean, definitely was a little bit of a harsher night than what we've had before, but it's week 5.
Okay.
I think we're really getting into it.
All right, so
So yeah, I'm happy.
okay, now aside from the Instagram bruises you were posting, because what happened?
That's from the chair.
That's not me. I just want to clarify.
From the chair?
It's from the
I'm
chair.
getting a bit of a hate mail. Like I'm abusing people
no,
on
it's
the
from the
rehearsals.
chair.
It's actually chair.
Okay,
Really
to
though, my
clear it
legs
up.
are black
I
from
promise
bruises.
I'm very gentle.
He is actually very, very gentle. It's one thing I love about Artem.
Okay, and that actually moves to a fan question. And there, Janelle, what were some of the differences in teaching styles between Artem and Val? And this is from Andy, the Westie.
Artem is much gentler and more patient. Val is a very strict teacher. But you know what? I'm fortunate to have had experience with both.
Nice. Well, with that said, so can you take anything back to Val?
Can I take anything back to
from
Val?
that you learned from Artem.
Oh, well, maybe when he starts getting a little intense, I'll be like, Artem never talked to me like that. And he'll be like, oh, babe, I'm sorry, babe.
You're running with these impressions of Val. Okay, all right. Before I let you guys go, what are you guys dancing separately next week?
Oh, separately. I'm doing the samba.
Ooh, samba rolls.
I'm doing a salsa.
Ooh, so 2 very hot dances. Okay, so we got to keep them here. So for Team Lee Artem and Team Janelski, on the count of 3, you want to buzz them later? 1, 2, 3. Buzz you later.
There was some flips and some hands and some. I was in the
It was
audience.
terrifying at first, and then once I got
just
the hang
went
of it, I was like, this is fun. I love being thrown.
Okay, I see that Leah and Val were spying on you guys all week long.
They were spying on us. We were just trying to focus and doing our
No,
thing.
we tried to practice. We had fun in the rehearsals. Obviously, they had time to spy. I don't know how they found that time to spy. So.
Who's got the sexier accent, Artem or Val?
Are you trying to get me in trouble?
Yep.
Oh, they're both pretty good. Equally good. I'm a lucky lady. I can't deny.
Okay, so now the judges were really harsh tonight. They were like, it was too risque to be burlesque. What'd you think?
I mean, listen, I've never done burlesque before, and, I think it's a sexy dance from what I've seen, and, it's usually a dance with women, so when you throw a man in there, it's going to get a little bit...
What can happen?
It's gonna
Possibly.
get a little sexy.
Come on.
So, if our biggest crime tonight was that it was a little too sexy, that's okay with me because I think that we had an amazing time, and I had a great time dancing with Artem.
I know. I
So
saw.
I'm happy.
Artem. Okay, now tell me, there was this one move.
Yeah.
There was this one move, okay, this flip that went like, hold this for a second, like, hold this, that went like this.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my goodness, what time is this Dancing with the Stars show on? Is it midnight or is it what? Now tell me, practicing that particular, you know which move I'm talking about.
Oh, it was hysterical. I screamed and laughed the entire time. First of all, it was terrifying when he was like, I'm going to throw you in the air and you're going to land in a split in my leg, or in my arms. And I was like, you want me to do what? No. But it's actually really fun. So it was fun and it looks hot. So there,
You know there's chemistry when you're standing and you're just kind of rocking back and forth like this.
We were just dancing together. I think the rhythm is still in us,
Are you going to be able to let her go? To go
Am I
back
gonna
to
be able let her- Do I have
Val?
a choice?
No, you don't.
Exactly. So here's the answer. Yeah.
I was going to sing the song,
It
but
was
I
fun
can't.
for a week.
I don't want to. It'll get stuck in my head all night.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you two go. Okay. It's just, we're in a moment.
Living it. Living it.
The most charming part about this evening was you just apologizing to your father. But in the end, when it was over and the scores happened, and I'm sure he gave you a wave or blew you a kiss, you all good?
I mouthed to him, I'm sorry, and he was like, I think he liked it. He knew what to expect.
You bad boy.
He doesn't like you very much, though.
No, I think he did because I looked at him and he clearly did not look at me. It's like, so I felt a little bad, but what can you? I mean, it is a burlesque. And
I warned him, I
it's
did.
Got to be something in that genre of sexy, flirty, so we did that. And was it too much? That's the matter of opinion, I think.
Nothing too much for Bruno.
Hey, you see?
Bruno loves his sexy. That's why we love Bruno.
Okay, so every teacher is different. You'll learn from Artem. What's the one thing that Artem taught you that you'll be using next week when you work with Val again?
I would say how to immediately start having fun in a routine. It's important to clean and it's important to drill the routine. But from the second we started working on something, he made it very fun. So I really, looked forward to coming in every day and working. It was a really fun week.
You were fourth this evening. For the 2-week leaderboard, you're also in fourth place. Is that a good enough place for you to be right now?
I'm totally happy with being here and being where I am. And, the journey continues, and that's what I want. So
I also noticed you had a large contingency of people in the audience for you this evening.
Yes, I had a wonderful group of people that came tonight. It was great.
You apologize to your dad. Was he watching? Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I warned my dad. He comes to every show. I said, Daddy, I'm doing burlesque. I'm going to be wearing something kind of, probably you don't want to see your little girl in it. So if you don't want to come, I understand. And he said he wanted to come. So I playfully apologized, but he walked into it. He knew what he was coming into.
Okay, so the two of you need a room.
What
Like,
do you mean?
now.
We are in the room.
We're in a big room.
I guess you guys like an audience.
I knew I was in trouble when I saw you holding the mic.
You know what's messed up? Is we're doing the press talking about how incredible our partners are, how much we miss them,
Yeah.
you know? And they're standing here like dry humping the entire time, you know what I'm saying?
No, we've
like,
been
we gonna
behaving
keep it
ourselves.
moving this way.
Wait,
and
hold on. Didn't
we
you
gonna
kiss
let this-
her? You kissed her.
Oh yeah,
Let's
oh yeah.
clarify something.
Oh,
Did you
right,
also stick
yeah.
your face in her?
Did
Okay, I'm
well,
gonna go ahead and do my thing over here, and you do your thing over there. Bye.
And the jealousy continues. How was the smooch?
You know, the first or the second or the third or the fourth or the.
Which one did you like, the motorboating or the kissing him out?
You know.
About the motorboating, the pills kicked in.
I didn't even know about that when that happened.
I couldn't control my body.
It was awesome. Dear Diary, today was an excellent day.
What was the biggest difference between Artem and Val?
You know, their teaching styles are very different. Val kind of just throws me into a routine and doesn't really tell me what's happening, and then Artem is very patient when he teaches me and kind of shows me what I'm up against. So I love them both, and I am lucky to have danced with both of them.
You know how many women hate you right now?
I'm aware. I'm sorry. I didn't choose this life, but I'm sure enjoying it.
How do you think your friendship or your relationship with Val's going to be now that you've danced with Artem?
I think he wants me back. I think it's going to be good.
You think you got jealous?
I mean, I got a little jealous. There's just so much
No,
love.
she was really jealous watching your number.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, all the hand touching. She was like,
I
why
wanted
can't I
to touch
touch him?
you. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different story, Leah. I told you I would dance with you in a heartbeat.
Never have that.
Oh my gosh. What is going
The after
on?
party is going to be fun tonight.
Come here to the safe haven of AfterBuzz TV.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Oh no, I'm not letting you guys off this easily because. Okay, Val. First off, let me say thank you because you gave a shout out to the troupe.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't get to hear that very often. You know how
I know.
intricate they are to the show. So
They are, you know, for me there are a few elements in the show that make it happen. You know, obviously it's a collaboration, but you know, Tom Bergeron, without naming too many people, but you know, clearly the spine, the production in the booth, amazing. The pros, amazing. The celebs and their journeys, great. But these kids, you know, everybody gets their credit except for them. And I feel like a lot of times that's not only unfair, that's a bit hard to take with the amount of work that they do that never gets seen and never gets, you know, presented. And you know, to have them in the room as just extra eyes to help me keep my balance, keep my composure, help her out with an extra word, or you know, at the end of the day, make that number look the way, that ending to look the way. Clearly, she's the centerpiece. She held it together, and it's really hard to command the floor with 4 other pros on it. But she did it.
absolutely. And with that said, a shout out, of course, to a 34 with tonight's Dancing with the Scores because tonight the scores are seeming like Are you guys happy with your scores for the night?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where we stand in the leaderboard at all, but.
Pretty much up to the top, I believe. Actually, I think you're second or third, judging from the scores.
Nice.
So, yeah. Now, does that actually? Now, I told you you're coming here for safety for AfterBuzz TV. So, is that okay with? What was that a motorboat we saw? What was
It
going
was,
on?
you know, the pills kicked in, and I just, you know, I had no control over my body.
Okay, all right.
I can't stop the beat.
He couldn't stop the beat. Okay, I gotta ask a bad question. Okay, and this is from Rana O'Farah, and this is actually for Leah. Val is really a tough teacher. Did you really enjoy your week with him? And is there anything you can take back to Artem?
You know what? I didn't find him to be a tough teacher. I found him to be a great coach. He knew it was an athletic thing, and I'm not in great shape. And he just made me go and go and go until finally, what happened was, by the time I got to it didn't seem that hard. Like at first, I thought I was going to actually die, but then he just kept me running and running and running and running. He's a great trainer, a great coach.
You survived, and what are you guys dancing next week then?
Well, I don't know what she's dancing next week because we ain't dancing together.
Separately, right?
I'm doing, I think, the salsa.
I'm doing the samba.
Ooh, salsa and samba. So, but you got to keep them here. So, Val, you want to take them home?
Yeah.
The
So check it. It's ABC, Disney. I don't know if that's even relevant.
That's fine.
But we are on Dancing with the Stars, and we will buzz you later.
Yeah, keep them here.
I really tried, man.
It's a great surprise. When you're dancing and you're giving a performance, you want to surprise the audience. Is that what you know you did this evening?
I think so. I think they were really with us. They were really getting into it. It was an interesting concept from the beginning. I didn't think it was going to work, but I trust him because he's a great director, great choreographer.
You know, for me, it's my 7th season, and you know, I've kind of learned and tried and failed, and tried and failed, and tried and succeeded, and tried. You know, and in my 7th season, I want to play. You know, I want my imagination to kind of go. I feel like production feels they could trust me, and I've earned my crazy ideas, and I really thank them for supporting me on that, and her for going with it.
And Jessie J said it, but I think tonight you learned something very valuable, that when you know how to act, it really can help in a performance. And you did it because you brought a character to life, for that 2 minutes.
I know. Let's hope that 35 years of acting comes in handy every once in a while.
Yeah, she's pretty good. You should check her out.
I know she's very good. Overall, I looked, and tonight you were tied for second. Overall, for the 2-week leaderboard, you are tied for second. You're in a really great place. Look, every time I say that to you, you look like you're scared when you should be thrilled.
It just means I have to learn more dances, but I'm really up for it. No, I you know what? I just try to focus on the journey, not like the result, right?
Yeah.
And so I had a great time out there tonight, which was what you wanted me to. I just the fear left, and I just
It was a very overwhelming routine from the start. And she stuck with it. I'm very different from Artem. Artem has a smoother delivery on things. I'm a little bit, a little faster paced. I think that's clear when you even watch the two of us dance. And for me to have gone with the same direction that she's been doing for 4 weeks, I feel like I wouldn't have been doing her justice. No one's getting eliminated. Why not give her something different? Why not give her something that's challenging that she could come back to Artem with and be better?
And that's the question then for you. What did Val teach you that you take back and use when you work with Artem for the rest of your time here?
You know what? What Val taught me, I take back to the rest of my life, my performing life.
Which is?
I'm not going to tell you.
You have to tell me. It's George.
To own it, to have confidence that I should put my shoulders back and just stand there and be Leah Thompson. That's a major thing for me to think about.
Well, I don't know. I can tell you that when I watched, this is my last comment to you, but when you were dancing tonight, I felt for some reason you were like, 6 inches taller. You had these great dancer legs. Did you feel like a complete dancer out there tonight?
I'm very proud of you, babe.